Hi, I'm Dave Flemming, and I hate kids.
One of my favorite Metallica songs that seemed appropriate. For Whom the Bell Tolls. Guess what? It'd be tolling for me in about 22 minutes. It's going to be tolling for me. And I've loved my conversations with our next guest over the years. I'm really happy he's going to be like the last guest I ever talked to on the radio. We've done it via talkbacks. We've done it for college football. We've done it during the pandemic when all we had to do was just open the mics and go. And we ended up talking about cooking and wine and beer and family and kind of whatever because baseball wasn't being played at the time. He's one of my faves, always has been. My only regret is we'll never get a chance to work a St. Mary's game together because he is the king of the WCC. David B. Flemming. Hello, Dave.
Hey, you had Randy Bennett on earlier today. Can't he make that happen?
Yeah.
Like come on. I want to do that.
You think maybe he can get that kind of pull?
I think Randy can get what he wants.
Okay. I'll ask him.
do.
I'll see if he can pull that off. Like I still follow college basketball closely enough where I can call a game with you. Absolutely. That'd be a blast.
You ever get invited to a party and you look around and you sort of wonder, like, why did I get invited? Why am I here? I'm kind of I get to be your last guest.
You do.
I am definitely honored. I am.
No, you shouldn't be because it's not. It's not.
Not that big of a deal. Actually,
it really isn't.
Yeah.
Like to me, it's just. Like today,
Okay.
Dave, I've had you on, Steve Young, Steve Curry, Rattle, Brent Jones, Shanahan, Remenda, Martin, and Bennett. And they've all been people that have made the show enjoyable for me. Like there are times, I got to be honest, there are times when, and each one of these guys on this list, that maybe I wasn't feeling great that day, or I was thinking, I don't know if I want to do it today. I'm not up to entertaining for 4 hours. And not just these guys, including yourself, but if I saw you guys were on the list, I was like, I got to go in. I want to talk to him. Well, maybe I didn't go in. Maybe I stayed at home and did the show. But it was one of those. Yeah. I didn't want to miss the show. So it was just as much fun for me, Dave, as hopefully it was for people that came on the show and people that were listening.
Yeah, it was a blast for those of us who came on the show. I'll speak for all of us, and I'll speak for your listeners. I really truly believe, and I'm not making this about me, I promise. But my dad died this fall, and very unexpectedly, and it's been a hard few weeks for me. And so I have come to realize through all of this, more than ever before, you got to tell people what you feel about them. Don't be afraid of being nice to people and telling them what you really think. And I think I speak for Bay Area sports fans all over when I say nobody in the last 25 years plus has made sports here more fun than you have. And to me, our job has always been, you can analyze, you can break down who screwed up, what guy missed the block, who struck out in a big spot, why didn't the Giants sign this guy, all this stuff. This is supposed to be fun. And I think there's never been anybody who got that more than you have. And wherever you go after this, I hope that goes with you, because that's what I really, really appreciate and love about you is how much you love sports, love talking about sports. Look, this is not digging ditches, the job we have. But it's also not the easiest thing, like you said, to sit down every day and have energy and have enthusiasm and talk yourself into, I'm getting into it today, and it has never come across that you were not thrilled to be where you are. And so I hope I speak for everybody who's listened to you for so long, how much we appreciate that.
I really appreciate that, because that's one thing I will say I kind of figured out early. Like I knew this was a sports station and it's a sports format. I said, we're not talking sports. We're entertaining is what we're doing. We got to entertain people. We got to make them smile. We got to make them laugh. I mean, even think a little bit, but mostly just have a good time. Like enjoy.
Yeah.
You should always enjoy sports, and it's serious. There's no doubt about it. In that, it's big business, and people want to win. And I get that people want their teams to win. But when you look, we just had an election, so that kind of brings it back. But there's so many things going on that is really serious and really does affect people's lives outside of those teams. Like, you can be serious about it and also, poke fun at it, laugh about it, just shake your head, all those things. So for me, for 28 years, that's what it's been about. How do I get people to laugh? How do I get people to smile? And how do I get people to enjoy, whether they're streaming or listening at home, or most importantly, the people that were in commutes and stuck in traffic? How do I get them home and in an hour and a half commute, and they think that only took, or it's like a half an hour. They thought, wow, I've been on the road for an hour and a half. It felt like a half an hour. So that's kind of been my goal over those years. It's just to entertain people, make them laugh, and have a good time.
Yeah, and you accomplished it. And look, all the conversations we've had over the years, I guarantee you, the text messages that I get, when I get stopped on the street and people, it's about, oh man, you guys were funny killing Dinger. I heard Tim's little sound effect, or or talking about cocktail hour or whatever.
Yep.
That's you do this job, and I pour my heart into my job. And what do people want to talk about? Oh, when you were the Bat Boy, that was really cool.
Yep.
Or when you told John how to do Wordle on the air one day, that was I remember that. Yeah, it's it's amazing how people, that's the stuff they remember, and it's a good reminder for all of us.
No doubt. I mean, people remember. They'd come up to me all the time. No one ever came up to me and asked about a crosstalk that we'd have before a Giants game, talking about Logan Webb's sinker. They go, that was really good. You guys are breaking down Logan Webb's thing. But when you went when you went kind of off key, and because there were plenty of times we did the crosstalk, and I don't think we even talked Giants baseball. We just kind of started and went, and that's kind of where it ended. And it was goodbye, have a great call, we'll talk to you again. But those are the kind of things that really resonate with people. It just sticks out to them so much more than just the other stuff. But I'm not saying the informational stuff isn't important, because you got to have that. I mean, you need that. You're getting ready for a game, all that stuff. But you're right. People remember the stuff that's a little out of the ordinary, maybe a little off, and that makes them chuckle.
Probably 25% of our Giants preview crosstalk shows were in the last 20 seconds. Oh, and there is a game tonight.
Yeah, exactly.
Which, that was great for me too. I was like, oh man, I'm in the weeds on this stuff. It's good to get a little mind clear before the game started.
So real quick, I got to ask you. I don't want to get too much into sports, but we do have a mystery caller. A mystery caller. I love mystery callers, and there's usually one mystery caller that shows up, Dave, throughout the years. I'm kind of keeping my fingers crossed on this, so we will see. Mystery caller, hello.
Tom, say it ain't so, please.
Well, you know what? I'm fired. I'm gone. So yes, it is so.
Yeah.
Ask Type where he is. Ask him where he's sitting.
Type,
right
where
now.
are you?
I'm in my hotel room in Maui.
Oh, it's got to be one of those Giants vacations.
No, that's in a couple of weeks. I'll be there with Dave.
Oh, really?
This is a fifth trip. So.
Oh, okay. I didn't figure you'd pay your own way over there.
I spent more hours in the pool. Well, yeah, but I spent more hours in the pool with water wings than anybody my age should have to do.
Oh my gosh! What kind of imbibing are we? Any pina colada? You got to have a pina colada, don't you?
Well, I did have a margarita for lunch, and
well, you're in Hawaii, not Mexico.
I know, but pina colada is a little bit too sweet for me.
No, okay.
It is fun being able to just kind of do what you want to do,
Absolutely. Hey, let me say real quick, because I know we're running up against it, but I got to say, how much I've appreciated having you on, having you do the crosstalks too throughout the years. That was when I first started, and just getting used to the business, and you calling occasionally, and just the conversations that we've had throughout the course of the years is really meant a lot. I've really enjoyed it, and the one thing I know about you is your sense of humor is always intact. In fact, Kipe sent me a text when I had my aorta surgery. It was they tell me it was a fairly serious surgery. I don't believe it, but anyway. So Kipe the first text I get from Kipe was, rub some dirt on it. And it just, I was in the hospital room, and I just started laughing. I was like, oh, that kind of hurts, actually. Why am I laughing?
Well, it's amazing how you can survive that, but yet you can't survive radio.
I know, it's amazing, isn't it?
I mean, we got to watch out what's going on the radio.
Yeah, well, they caught me off guard. They caught me slipping.
Hey,
they did.
Look, I remember when you started out, and Ralph was like, "I don't know if I want to work with this guy." And
this is true.
Look what a great road it's been for you, and well traveled, and you know what? Well done, really.
Well, thank you, Kipe. I really, really appreciate it, and thank you so much for calling in from Hawaii. That's
and I don't want to rain on Dave's parade, because I think a lot of that guy too. So anyway, be well, and
thanks,
and
Kipe.
please.
I appreciate it, man.
All right.
Aloha, as they say. It's funny, Dave. That's kind of who I was
Did you tell
hoping.
him there's no parade?
No, I'm pretty sure there's not. Although, who knows? I don't know what to expect the rest of the day. I'm not sure. We've been having a good time trying to come up with different drops saying, you're fired. The good news is you're fired. I don't know if
you're fired.
we haven't played the Trump "you're fired" yet. Those are like some of the best
some
ones.
good ones yet.
Wait, he's waving me off, Dave. Like, oh, I can't play the Trump. That's too incendiary.
I never did that.
I already fired him.
You're greater than Vince Lombardi.
It's a drop.
What's the show, Shark Tank? And for those reasons,
Yes.
I'm out.
Yes, Kevin Leary. You're dead. You're dead to me. You are dead to me. Well, Dave, thank you so much. Appreciate the friendship. Appreciate the years. Always fun having you on. I always look forward to it. Like when you were on the crosstalk, I was like, sweet, Dave's on the crosstalk, so we get to talk some tomfoolery and some baseball. So I just want to say, and this is a great part about the show. Like, I didn't know Dave before, and I've seen Dave's whole career to the time to today. I mean, it'll continue to go on and flourish, I'm sure, and I'll watch. But, I've been here and doing the crosstalk and doing interviews with him, all that stuff. And it's been really, really cool, the friendships that I've gained just from doing the radio show. And I'll take those with me after the radio show is over. So I cherish those, and I just appreciate you, appreciate the time we had doing the interviews. And thank you very much for coming on today.
I love you, Tom. I've loved every minute of it, and I speak for everybody here in the Bay Area. It's been a treat all these years. You've made us laugh, and I love you for it.
Thanks, Dave. I appreciate that.
See you, Tom. I'll talk to you soon.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm sure there's a bunch of people out there that think I'm a jackass, but they're probably not listening anyway.
916 says, adios, pelota.
Adios, pelota.
Adios,
That was great that Kipe cut in. So he is the mystery caller. Because there was
when
a
you said
mystery caller.
I was like, it has to be Kipe.
Yeah, there used to kind of be like, oh, who is this? Who is this? And then after a number of times, like, okay, it's Kipe. We know it's Kipe. And I was always excited to find out that it was Kipe. I'm not as excited to find out he's having margaritas in Hawaii. Like, I mean, you got to go tropical in Hawaii, don't you? Hey, where is he? Tijuana?
Tijuana, the Big Island.
Have a margarita down there.
Tijuana, Maui. Right. Yeah. By the way, just text lines asking Tim 408 saying, "Hey, Tom's last day. Can we get one more NBA grab bag for the road?"
NBA grab bag.
It's empty.
NBA grab bag.
Beautiful, dude. NBA grab bag. It's all emptied out. We will. He's already been fired. We'll say bye to Tom one last time. As
fired.
Harmony, our sophisticated sex robot, will be the last thing Tom ever talks to on KNPR. That's next on the Sports Leader.